Going on YouTube? It's Lenny G on the way to the gym. Just finished up a long day at work and on the way to the gym now. You ever have those situations where your bosses at work are concerned because other bosses at work are on their ass? So now that makes them get on your ass. Pause. That's basically where we're at with work. So work today was physically taxing as usual, and it was mentally taxing because everybody's all riled up and emotional and shit. But anyway, so I'm headed to the gym and I'm about to start doing some running. I am continuing my marathon training and putting myself in position to really get it. I'm gonna sign up for a group marathon training situation. There's a store called Fleet Feet. I don't know if they're everywhere. I just know that there's one in Montclair, which is the town I grew up in. And it's one of those places that is known for being great for runners, great for people like dealing with foot stuff or whatever. So I'm gonna go and I'm going to get an evaluation on my feet and get some new shoes when I have some money to do that, because they're not cheap. But I am also going to sign up for their preparation for the marathon. They have group prep marathon training, and they're going to be doing the training in multiple parks that I'm familiar with. So that's going to be something that I'm going to document, and I'm going to find other people who are in this journey as well and exchange contact info with them and see if there's anybody that wants to train together. My friend that put me on to this marathon in Jersey City, she also sent me a bunch of other runs that are happening in between now and then. She sent a 5K. She sent another half marathon or something like that. And I just want to lock in on the first marathon and really get this done. I just want to get it done, be able to say I did it, and then be able to move forward like that. That's basically where I'm at. So I'm excited. I'm excited to move forward. I'm excited to continue to grow. I'm excited to continue to hustle. I'm excited about this marathon. I'm excited about 2025. I'm excited about the new relaunch of the YouTube channel. I'm losing subscribers from all of the guys that were with me in terms of where I was at, frustrated and just not really content with my relationship life. And I think at this point, I just don't care anymore. I think I've gotten to a point where I've become so red-pilled that I've accepted that the outcome may not be what I always envisioned it to be. And I'm not somebody who envisioned marriage or anything like that from a young age, but there was a point where I really wanted to be married. There was a point where I got baby fever, just like how women get baby fever. And I think I still have that. I want to have kids. I want to have a family. I want to have those things. I just don't see that being something that's on my path. Right now, my focus has just got to be building myself, fortifying myself, making myself stronger, making myself faster. That has to be where my focus is. I got to double check how many miles I'm supposed to be running today. I think that it's 3 again, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I think this week is 3, 5, 3, and then 9 this weekend, which 9 miles is going to be, up to this point, 9 miles is going to be the longest I've ever run in one session. So I'm continuing to stretch my capacity and grow and expand. Everybody hates cardio, in particular running. I think that's part of the reason why I am so drawn to it at this point in my life, because I don't enjoy doing things that everybody else is doing. When I go to the gym, I see all the guys on the bench press some guys waiting for the bench press. When I go to the gym, I see all the guys waiting on all of the push-pull type machines, all of them waiting on dumbbells. And obviously those things have value. It's important to utilize those things in your workouts, but that's just not the workout I want to do. There's a reason why I chose to make this a calisthenics focused channel. Partially because it's never really been my goal to get super buff. My ideal body type that I've always wanted to have was a body type like Brad Pitt from Fight Club, as opposed to somebody like Leonidas from 300. That's never really been my goal. I don't know which one I would look better with, and I've been getting polls lately, and there's a lot of women who seem to like, at least from what they're saying to my face. Maybe they're just being nice or whatever, but they're saying to my face that like my body the way it is right now is optimally attractive. It makes me look taller, and being slim and wide shouldered is always going to be a pretty good canvas for you to deal with and build off of. So I have a decent canvas, and it's a matter of continuing to paint that canvas in a way that is strong and attractive. I think part of what motivates me is the fact that I'm still single, obviously. You know, when you are single, I think you have more motivation to work out as opposed to when you get into a relationship and people let themselves go. Even though I would argue that it should probably be the other way around. When you find the person who is quote unquote your person, you should be working even harder to keep that person. But people don't really do that. People get comfortable, and then they don't work as hard, and then they don't do what they did to maintain that facade in the beginning of your representative. They let that representative go and they show the real version of them, and then sometimes people are like, hey, whoa, hey, yo, what is all this? But I wonder if there's any studies that show the correlation between working out and being in more relationships, having more sex, etc. I don't know if there's a direct correlation, because I also think that it has to do with the parties involved and how those different parties respond to different situations. I'm going to keep it very light today. I'm not even going to do... Today is technically, outside of the run, today is technically going to be a rest day, because I've been adding extra stuff to all my workouts over the last week or so. Really, since I've been on here with you guys, I've been trying to impress you guys and stuff like that, even though I'm like, damn, I still got so much work to do. When I watch the videos back of myself, I'm like, damn, I got to improve my form on that one. I got to do better here. I'm constantly thinking about all the stuff that I need to do to be better, to get better, to have better movements, and to be able to operate better. That's constantly on my mind. So what I've also been doing as I've been working out too is I've been progressively either... Every time I run like a similar amount of miles that I ran before, I will either do it a little bit faster, so increase the pace on it, or I will take less rest, or less like times where I'm holding onto the bar to run or whatever. Like, I'll intentionally try to make it tougher in some way. And I've been gradually increasing. So like when I first started, I was doing like 15-minute miles, which is honestly just brisk walking more so than anything else. And then I started progressing and just slowing it down. And now I'm doing like 9-minute miles and things of that nature. And this is after maybe about a month or so of running. And at the end of this video, you'll be able to see, you know, how my body is looking, because I'm going to make that a regular part of this. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this workout, and I will see you guys in a little bit when I'm hitting the treadmill. I am gonna I'm gonna still do my warm-ups, but I'm not gonna record that just for the sake of time, because I have less than 2 hours for the gym to close, and I want to get this run in and get a shower. So let me get my ass in there and get this popping. I'll see you guys in a minute. So I just finished my warm up. Now it's time to get it on the treadmill. I lost my water bottle here the other day. Gotta buy a new one now. I got this old one, but the top is fucked up, so it's like leaking and shit. So, you know, I'm here. Got my normal treadmill available. Gonna time lapse this video. I'm gonna time lapse it from the next one though. Yeah, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm pissed. I accidentally hit end and I like to get the end result. And that was my fastest 3-mile run I've ever done. It was about 26 minutes. Even with the delay, it was about 26 minutes. So I'm pissed. I pressed the button twice and that removed it. I pressed stop once and I accidentally pressed it again and that removed it from the shit. Oh, fuck. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying to figure these headphones out too. Make sure that I get the best audio. Testing the audio. Testing. I know that song that was just on is copyright. I know that. So I can't be lazy by removing copyright songs because they will come for your paycheck. Even if the song has got nothing to do with the entire fucking video. It will come for that, yo. Pause. Oh, yeah. Well, regardless, I still did it. And it's a milestone. Really do wish I got the picture though. That's the whole point of this whole thing, is to document this whole process. But I'm gonna go hop in a shower and I'm gonna go ahead and get the wrap-up video out. And I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower and I'm gonna go ahead and get the wrap-up out in a little bit. Oh man. Before I do that, actually, let me get the shot, the flex shot. Okay. Great. Can you see me? No. Sorry. Alright. It's not gonna be a douche. Sit tight. Alright. I think because it's the end of the day, my abs aren't looking as good as they normally look. Because I ate food all day. But How do you do these types of flexes? I need to learn how to do these bodybuilder flexes. I need to also learn how to suck in my stomach so it looks like my abs are better than they actually are. But yeah, this is how we're looking right now. Still got more work to do, more fat to burn, more fat to burn, more work to do, more muscle to build, more work to do, more work. All right. So we finished the workout. There's a lot of notes on this one because there was a lot of me sitting there and being on the bar trying to run, and I increased my pace to 7 miles per hour, which came out to, I believe it was like 8:30, 8 minutes and some change for how long the mile is. So, you know, I'm continuing to progress up, but like I was tired quickly on within the process. Like I was already tired probably around the time of the first mile being done. But I kept pushing, and then at one point I had to go take a piss. And like, yeah, I was trying to hold it, but I think I ended up pissing my pants a little bit due to trying to hold it, you know. But, you know, you keep going. You keep doing what you gotta do. You know, they say, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a, you know, biologist or some shit, but I think they say that, like, urine and sweat are basically the same thing. So, in that situation, you know, I mean, I was dripping wet with sweat, so, you know, I don't know, this conversation is getting gross. I'm just gonna change it. So at the end of the day, it was a really good workout. Even though I really wish that I was able to just smoothly transition and look cool, but it makes me think, if I'm progressing at this rate and continuing to push it forward, what rate will I be able to run the full half mile at? That's like 13 miles and some change or whatever. What pace is a good pace to try to shoot for the full 13 miles? Like if I were to do the full 13 miles at 10-minute miles, is that good? I mean, really, honestly, like if I complete it, I'm gonna be proud of myself. However, I also want to have a decent time too. Is that getting too greedy for my first marathon? Is it getting too greedy to be like, I want to, not only do I want to and expect to complete it, despite the fact that I am not a real runner like that, is that getting too greedy when I start to say, okay, and I want to have a sub 10-minute mile, so I want my miles to be, you know, if I could get 8-minute miles by that point, I'm gonna be so proud of myself. I would be head over heels in fucking love with myself. I'd be like, yo, you killing shit. And this is the year of victories, man. We're gonna have unprecedented victories all year. That's what this is all about. This is the year for all of these fucking victories. Straight up, bro. Straight up. That's what it's about right now. So, at the end of the day, we're gonna just keep pushing. We're gonna keep going hard. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get, not gonna try. Tomorrow, I am going to make it to the gym early, because going after work is not it, bro. Especially when you got fucking miles to run. Tomorrow, I was wrong. It's not 5 miles, it's 4 miles, thankfully. But even still, like, I'm not trying to do that after work tomorrow. I'm gonna go, it's gonna be one of the first things that I do. So, you know, I'm gonna wake up and basically be right back at the gym. And I'm still trying to figure out what the timeline is for me to be able to run outside. However, with this run group, there's a deadline. February 1st will be the deadline regardless of whether or not I'm ready to run out, and regardless of whether or not the weather is even appropriate for us to run. You realize we're gonna be running in Jersey in fucking February outside? Bruh. I never saw myself being this guy. I never saw myself being the guy that's gonna be like, oh yeah, like we're running all the time. Like running? Yo, I hate running. I hate running, yo. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. And you might be like, okay, you don't like running, then why are you gonna go ahead and sign up for a marathon? It's because I don't like it that I'm doing it. It's because this shit's not easy that I'm doing it. It's because motherfuckers are not gonna do this that I'm doing this. It's because so many people who don't even have any injuries that they're coming off of, like I'm recovering from a broken foot, they're not gonna do it. And that included me before. That included me prior to, my hair looks kind of good right now. I kind of like it. That includes me prior to me being a runner. But then if I were to post pictures of me prior to me being a runner, you'll see I was starting to get fat. Now I got abs. My abs are back. I'm still struggling back and forth with these bottom abs, but overall, my abs are shining through. My core is very strong. It's stronger than it may have ever been in my life. At this point, pretty much all of the bars that I'm setting are bars that I've never reached in my life. And I ran into a homie from high school at the gym, and he said the same thing. Like, he's in better shape now than he was in his 20s. Same for me. I wonder if that's like a thing that a lot of guys who are in their late 30s, early 40s are experiencing right now. You know, the millennial generation. Now that we've reached that age, I think a lot of us are still single, so we still got to make it happen out here. We still got to attract girls, and we don't, you know, sorry older ladies, but we don't really want y'all like that. So, you know, like we got to make sure that we can attract the types of ladies that we want to get. But then also I got to keep putting in the work just to ensure that I'm healthy and strong going into the latter parts of life. Because at this age, you got to think about, okay, who's going to be there with me when I'm old, you know? Who's going to be there with me 20, 30 years from now when I'm 60, 70 years old? And hopefully, you know, if I keep myself up, I'll still be able to be in good shape and take care of myself, at least to a certain extent. But I don't have any kids currently. So if I don't have any kids, who's going to be there for me? I don't have those answers. So, you know, maybe one day I'll have kids. Hopefully one day I'll have kids. But we're going to have to see. But I just arrived home. So many thoughts swirling through my head. Thank you if you made it this far into the video. Please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And we're going to go ahead and sign off right there. Have a good one, guys.